How you doing, Ralph here, Ralfy Customs. Time for another vlog. We're keeping it on that theme of mixing and matching a little bit, so let's see what we're up to. Here we go, on that commute, look. Gotta be happy with that, fucking Jesus. Okay, so, keeping with the format of not always doing a dedicated playlist and just like vlogging, we're back on this, look. You eagle-eyed, those eagle-eyed viewers amongst us will notice that that plate's gone, look, because we're making new ones. We're over here making some big fuckers. Ali's seen the ones in the top and he wants some matching ones for the bottom. So yeah, we're going to echo this with the 1¼ inch hole and the 10.5mm hole in the curve, and that. But we're gonna put fuck off big ones down the bottom. So that's what I'm on with. So I've used my patented CAD system, my cardboard aided design look, to make myself a template. And we've gone from there. We're over at fucking the Bridgeport. I can't speak Italian. Ella Bridgeport, because it's an Italian copy, but fuck me does it do it. And we're just going to drill holes. That's what we're going to do. Because I like to keep things a bit engineering, I'm not going to swap out my tooling. I've got a pilot, so I've got a centre drill. Then I'm going 10.5, but on the big one in the middle, this is the second one in from the right, is 1¼ inch straight in with the hole saw. So I will mark it with a centre drill, and what I'll do, I'll set my digital readout. So I'm over the first one and I'll go position 1 0 0, yeah, and then I'll fuck off over to the next one, which is 25mm apart. This should be, so we're there. Look. Oh sorry, I'm not showing you. 25mm apart. Good enough for council work. And then we'll go across to here and see that's not quite 25mm apart, so there we go. But I've marked that. Then I go, look, hold on, let me get on it. So there we'll say position 2, like that one up, 0 0, and then we go a 25-ish, and this way until we get that motherfucker on. That we'll say, I think, a bit more that way, Ralphy. Yeah. And we'll go position 3 0 0, and then onto the last fucker, which is going to be about there. Look. We'll do the same thing. So I will obviously double check those before I start fucking drilling. But that way, I can position 4 0 0. So all I do is do one, and then tap the number and set those both to 0. Do the next one, tap the number, both to 0. Bob's your auntie. Happy fucking days. Here we go. First 10.5 going through. We'll do the others. I did change to a fucking pilot drill. Spotting drill is the word. I changed to a spotting drill to get started. And there we fucking go. So 3 at that and 1 big fucker in the middle. So I'm going to back that off a sec. But we're all set. I'm ready to rock and roll and put the big hole in. I just need to double check it's not too big. The alarm bells are ringing. It's so close to these other two. Let's go and check on the fucking original. I think it is that close, you know. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it is, yeah. Right, happy days then, let's fucking do it. So, we're on. Put the power feed in. Down she goes, Captain, nice and steady. That should work its way happily through. And Bob's your fucking answer. There we go. Just about to contact the teeth on the cutter now. If it's not happy, then what I'll do is, actually I will slow the rate of feed down from 2 to 1. So we're now on the slowest feed. Plenty of lube. Okay. Happy days. And there she goes, Captain. Take 2. And there we have them. Matching the top, motherfuckers. I think they're fucking gleaming. So, that's that bit of bracing. I have incorporated the swing arm pivot with it. So, that'll do nicely, I think. And you still get the engine out, which is quite an important fucking thing. So we've not made them too big. We've not come all the way fucking here, like, you know what I mean? Like that. Which would look silly, but we can get the engine bolts out and the engine out this side, so that's that fucking bit done. Happy days. We move on to the top shocker mounts. These are gonna let's try and demonstrate. These are going to be welded into place there, and that top bit's going to bend around the corner there, and then they're going to have a boss welded into them, which I'm about to make, or 2 bosses, one each side. Look, this is a double plate, that is. You can see I've given a little relief where I'm going to make the bend, because it's quite tough to bend the old 6mm quarter plate. And I need to spin up 2 bosses, 2 top shocker mounts, basically. And I've done a bit of maths, and I've given myself a sketch, and I found a suitable piece of fucking material, so that's next on the agenda. I will also, off camera, because you see me do this sort of shit loads, I will also be making 4 of these. Look, the old CAD, can't beat the CAD. Because I figure, if we're going to have these flitch plates in, gussets in, whatever you want to call them, then why not just give the shocker mount a bit of an helping hand, and why not drop one in there, like. So that's that. So no fucking vlog's going to be complete without a spell on the lathe, is it? So let's fucking. Ooh, it's not right, is it? Bear with. We want that in the middle there, and right across there, and there. Right. Let's get this faced off, like so, and we will take a tiny, and I mean fucking tiny, little cut off, little clean up pass, like that. Happy days. So I'll have a measure when that's finished what it's doing, and set my DR out, and then we'll start turning down the section. A bit more. The section for the shocker to mount on. There we go. And so on. So I've got my little sketch. You can join me when I'm doing something else. We need to turn a section down to 14mm, and that section is going to be 36 from this end, so we've got a way to go yet. You know, this is actually quite tough fucking going. This flat bar made of sturdy stuff. 46, and we just keep plugging away. 24 less 2.5, everyone. 21.5, did you say? Righto. So away we go. Taking 3/4 mil cut, so we can increase that actually. 2.5, sorry. 1.25. 50 thou cuts to take it. Keep chipping away. Righto, last cut. Down to 14. All the way up to that shoulder. A little bit of wanting to chatter right there, there is. This bit's going to be chopped off and threaded anyway, so let's just double check. 14.09, that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can live with that. And then we're going to turn the piece down 12mm in diameter from about there, and then we are going to put a thread in the fucker. So we'll take this up to the shoulder. It's 46mm from the end. Don't ask me how I came up with 46, but there you go, that's there. Yeah, we'll just break that edge. Like so, and then we'll come back and we'll do this down to, we want 12, well we're 14. So we'll go 13, 1 mil off at that, 20 thou depth of cut to 16mm. And then we'll do the same again down to 12mm to 16mm, and then we can cut the thread. So we're there, come back, down to 12, slightly under, 11.980 to be precise, which I'm quite happy with. Take it along to 16mm. Don't ask me how I came up with a 6 and not a 15, but there you go. Chamfer on there. Like so. Touch it with a file. Then we're ready to cut the thread. We've slowed everything down. We're coming in with a curve stop die holder that's got an M12 die in there. Ooh, not slowed it down that fucking much, have we? We've slowed everything down. Yeah. We're coming in with a die holder and just wind that in until it should take it off us. If it doesn't, oh it has, look. I'm going to say if it doesn't, it's really not a big deal. I'm going to put that shoulder, fuck it in reverse, and away she goes, Captain. Put it back in fast. Put 10 bob in the meter. Defluff the threads. Happy days. Now, what I need to do is take this out, and I'm going to cut it off in the saw rather than try and part it off, because it is fucking quite tough stuff. That. And then spin it around, and we need to leave a little peg on it. It's fucking hot, by the way. It's a little peg. You're going to have a shoulder, and it's going to go back down to 12mm, and that'll go through the plate. I've just drilled on through the plates, so that'll go through, and we'll weld it both sides. Jobs are fucking good. So here we are with them in place. Gussets there and there, and these shocker mounts. Welded the backs up of the studs bit, the stub axle, whatever you want to call it. And now we've dropped the shockers on, we can see that we're going to have to fuck these. This swing arm's actually upside down. So these are paddock stand fucking bosses. They need fucking off, and we need to make some new alley bosses that are going to weld on top. So we'll get them cleaned off, and we'll formulate a plan, and then get machining some aluminium. So now then, we need to make a block. I've done a drawing that only me would understand, and maybe archaeologists come the future time. But I'm reluctant to chop this block up to make it for two reasons. One, I'm quite precious over this shit. I mean, look at it. Wow. But I'm not sure what grade it is. Not sure what grade it is. I think it's 6082, but I'm not sure, and it needs to be 6082 because it's strong and weldable. I've got loads of fucking alloy. Pardon me, but only this, only this will chop up. This is, I can't even remember where it's from. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not risking it. So I've ordered some. So that's that for that. We can go no further. We need Mr. Lee to come in and have a fitment for his foot pegs, and we need the aluminium to be delivered by the aluminium people. So back onto our Danny's. It's got its own playlist that I'll try and link to. From this will be part of that playlist. We are going to make the rear seat mountings for the frame there, yeah. And we're going to attempt to mount the forwards, he says, because we've assembled them. We fitted the front pulley, as you can see there, loosely assembled, partly assembled and loosely welded. And we've got his forwards, and it came with a massive spacer, which I think we'll need to get round his fucking belt there for this side, and also a massive spacer for the other side that I don't think we'll need because there's nothing to get round because the engine's hanging out the frame one side. So there's the springs that we're going to fit. We need to machine. We're back on the lathe. We're going to machine some bits up. Whatever these are, 3/8 UNC are they, or 5/16 UNC? We'll have a look. I need to machine some threaded chats that we're going to weld on the frame. So we need 5 of them. Then there's side stand bolts to this plate, so that's all right. We'll bolt through that plate, not to it. Yeah, nuts and bolts. And we need to turn some spigots to sit the springs on his seat. So I'm not sure which we're going to attempt first. We're on with the seat. I'm going to make these little standoffs that weld on the frame that have a split pin or an R-clip that holds the bottom of the spring. Goes through the bottom of the spring, and then the top bolts to underside of the frame. But I want to make, seat base. I want to make some 10mm thick stainless washers just to space that down a little bit. So we need a piece of this. It's 8mm diameter, or just over. So a skinny little peg that is 15mm long, and then we're going to do a clean-up pass on the outside, so it's going to be 30, 29, something like that. And then we're going to drill a cross hole, and we are going to shape it on the milling machine to sit over the frame tube. Recording. First things first, let's get a show on the fucking road. I was move that out of your way, but it wasn't anyway, was it? So we'll get it faced on, like so, and then we'll take that cut that should be about fucking right. Just clean up. Alright, I'll have a measure and I'll set my DRO. We'll carry on from there. So we've done that down to the sides. We've had a bit of a rethink about how long it's going to be, but that's no big deal. We still need to turn 15mm of it this way down to 8mm. So we're at 29 now, so there's a way to fucking go. We take 3mm off at a time, which is a 1.5 mm cut, 60 thou depth of cut. Let's see how that goes. Not too bad, you can hear a bit of inclusion roughness going on there, but that's down to 15. So now we'll go to 23. So same depth of cut. Just keep chipping away at it. Our last cut down to 8mm. It looks tiny on the end of that fucker, doesn't it? It's only a locator for the spring to sit on. It don't bear load. What does bear load is this shoulder that I'm just about to face off at 15mm there, look. So, break that edge, and then we'll get that parted off, make another one the same, and then over to the milling machine to put this radius in so we can work. Alright, so I omitted to explain that we drill the bum out, look, so we've got a nicer welderable surface. We've got this all set up. I'm centered and grounded, my friends, centered and grounded. I'm centered, I've just touched off. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go zeroed, look, my DRO, and I'm going to go half a mil at a time. 20,000 seems a lot, but let's see. Let's try half a mil, see what happens. So about there, right? And now we're going to engage the feed and see what occurs. There she blows, Captain. It's now profiling that away. It'll get through this top edge and then we'll disengage the feed. Like so. And bring it down manually. Hoping that we've got enough tool sticking out to catch that bottom edge. I thought we did have. Oh, fucking hell, it's going to be tight. But you get the picture, and then we'll keep going at half mil increments until we're where we want to. Right, so we're just finishing what I'm going to call the final cut, 3.5 millimeters in from that top edge to give us the shape that we need to sit on the frame rail. We'll just knock this feed off and manually take it down to the next one. There we go. To the next face. So 3.5 mil. Got 3.5 mil on the DRO. 1/8 of an inch. And that should give us a nice weldable surface. And there we go, chollers. Stainless spacer in the top, focus. Come on, here we go. And those scalloped and shaped mounts in the bottom with a roll pin, split pin, R-clip. It's a fucking R-clip. Happy days. So that's the seat on. Quite fucking nicely, so. Oh, so, turn off. Basically, we've got this 3/4 bar. I'll give a clean up, fucking focus. And then we've tapped it 3/8 UNC. So we can make threaded bosses out of it, yeah. And we've got the first one in place. Yeah, look. Tacked on. And now, what I've done, I've put my angle finder on this plate to make sure that we're straight up and down. I've gone across the holes for the side stand to do the same. Sorry, the top two mounting holes. So there, look. So they're fucking level with the ground. I've put a straight edge across the primaries and down the blade. So that's straight in line. The foot peg's adjustable uppy downy on the angle of the dangle, so I've got nothing to go on there, and that should fucking do it. I've measured up and I'm 260mm from the floor up, and we're level. I've put a spirit level on the floor, so we'll do the other side 260 up, and I'll probably measure off something, get another datum for where this is in relation. Look, it's just in front of that fucking tube, look. So we might even just eyeball that fucker. But anyway, what I can do now is I can measure for these two, that one and that one, and make two accordingly, get them in, get them tacked on. Jobs are fucking good. And then we'll go on the other side, which is going to be really fucking interesting. And there we fucking go. There's the forward controls, chooched on. I don't like the way these foot pegs fucking come back on themselves, like, but not my plan, not my design. That wasn't on my brief. You can see they're fucking sit dead level. What I need to do is this fucking original spacer block. Not only is it fugly, it's in the way of this fucking bottom spring bolt. This side stand fucking mounting. That one there. So what I'm gonna do is make some spacers that go over these bosses and sit that far off, like, so let's just encapsulate that a little bit, and then back to here with a bit of stainless or a bit of aluminum, and that'll tidy that up. There we go. Another vlog, another busy fucking week. Follow along. Give me a sub, give me a like. It means a lot to me. It makes a big difference. The old thumbs up really does. Check out my lube merchandise in the description below. And I'll see you all on the next one. Lots of love, everyone. See you soon.